Maybe. If it works. It might not work. Checking if we're live. Checking if we're live. Are we live? Okay, I think we're live. Sick. Alright, so did you watch the stream this morning?
I watched like half of it.
Fair. We came to a couple of conclusions. It was like, you know, obviously a lot of the stuff you and I came to. Gonna be the holy puddings.
The holy pudding.
Why did I come in with no... What is this? What? How? It just didn't let me select anything. It just said, fuck you, dude. Tell me how. I mean, I guess you'll see it on stream now, but like... What?
I can't find your stream.
Nice. Yeah, unsubscribe to me and then... Okay, I'm gonna abandon this run because
it's not the gaming channel, right?
Yeah. It's on the live channel. Ooh, am I still robot-y?
Like 7 channels. No.
Okay. But yeah, if you go back, or you can choose to go back, or you can just choose to believe me. It put me in the game without giving me, like, my turn. It just said, fight! And I had nothing on my side, and suddenly I was down a stock, and I'm like, this is bullshit, man.
It sounds like Nintendo Online.
Looks like my
Wait,
stream
are you
is...
playing on the Switch?
No, I'm playing on, Steam.
No,
I thought I was loading into a new game, but apparently I wasn't. Dude, my stream looks horrible.
Oh god, you're robot-y again.
What the heck?
Internet's just garbage.
Dude, I'm telling you, if I stop the stream, and I
know. I test mine all the time too when it starts lagging like that.
You know, I thought about it.
You have 350 down and 21 up.
I'm gonna hop out of this game before it makes me mad.
Like...
I'm gonna hop out of this game before it makes me mad. I'm so mad, man. I'm so mad. I'm gonna go to the music channel for a minute. Subscribe to the music channel if you're not subscribed yet.
I'm so mad. I'm gonna make a beat.
Dog, I might, even though no one will see or hear it. What the heck, dude? It's a freaking ad.
Bank sees millions of transactions.
Okay. Ads are like
really choppy right now.
Dude, ads are like targeted as fuck too, so they might like give away the state I live in and shit. Dude, I fucking hate YouTube. No, I hate Xfinity. I don't hate YouTube. YouTube gods, please, please.
You don't have premium?
I don't have it on my
Oh, right.
Right. Yeah. What's new? What the heck is new? Why do I see something new? Okay. Dude, Discord's messing with me, man.
Your stream's very choppy right now.
Dude, it's gonna stay choppy because Xfinity is on that bullshit, man. It actually looks kind of smooth at the moment, though. Ah, there it goes. It's about to go down again. God, maybe... I mean, like, what should I expect, right? Like, when should I expect... Because, like, okay. Off stream, I went, like, into the Xfinity app. I did all the stuff right. I'm gonna turn the music off, too. I can't even think right now. I'm so mad. Okay, so... Earlier, I was talking to Kosh about it on Discord. I tried to, like, talk to an agent. It wouldn't let me, but it was okay with... Hey, I was like, hey...
Dude, The app pisses me off so much.
The Discord app?
No, the Xfinity app.
Dude, I know. I had to search for the option to like get in contact with somebody. I had to go into the app and like search for.
I was on the app for like 30 minutes yesterday trying to get the credit for the 13 days that my internet was up.
Oh yeah, let me know how you did. Let me know how you did that because I need to do that.
They will only let you get 7 days credit.
I mean, I'll take that over nothing, but that's still bullshit.
It's only like $14 that they take off.
I mean, my Xfinity bill went up recently because I guess I'm out of the premium trial or whatever. You know, like they give you like a lower price for the first year or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm out of that lower price range, but what I'm gonna do, I've already figured out the solution. Businesses get prioritized traffic, and I looked up like my download speed would like get cut in half, but that's still like 300. Like my download speed's like 600 or something right now, or 800 at its best, right? So my download speed would get cut in half, but not a lot of people live here or visit for that matter. So I still think 300 megabytes per second is going to be more than enough for multiple people to watch YouTube or movies or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But the upload speed will actually go up by 10 megabytes. So it'll be it'll be 35 instead of 25.
Yeah, my up's around 25 and my down's around 350.
Well,
currently,
my up is around 25 when it's good, you know?
my up stagnates around 24, 25.
Yeah. I mean, mine will be like 22 on a good day. Let me see. I would test it, but it'll give away my location.
Yeah, don't do that.
You know what? I'll test it off screen. Let me
get doxed.
Yeah, I don't want to dox myself. All right, I'm going to test it off screen. Speed test. I mean, obviously it might affect the stream too, but whatever. Yeah, okay, yeah. My download is like 600. My upload is like trying to be 10 right now, which is where I need it to be. I mean, I need it to be at that 20. Huh?
Upload depicts the quality of the stream.
Exactly. I need it to be at 25. I needed it to be what I pay for, the 25 that I pay for, but it's okay because I found out that we're peasants, dude. You and I, we're fucking peasants, okay? So what's going to happen is I'm going to get a business account with them. And I'm also going to claim this as an expense whenever I start doing taxes for all this shit. I'm going to be like, listen, I pay for a business account with Xfinity. Give me a deductible. But yeah, it gives us, businesses get prioritized traffic. So that's what I'm going to do to not have shitty streams anymore, hopefully.
Just gonna buy a Switch 2 and be like, it's a business expense.
I mean, it is.
Listen.
It is. If it's for the channel to make money, it is.
Yeah.
Prawn Stars, that's what I'm saying. Prawn Stars have bought like sports cars and then rid that shit off on their taxes. You know, the fans of the only variety will fucking buy sports cars and do stuff in them for their content and then claim it on their taxes.
They took a picture with it.
Yeah, exactly.
They needed
it. Of course, you know, more power to them. That's basically, we're trying to do that, but on our tame, on the gaming side, you know, not on the prawn or the whatever else people say. God, I hope we don't get fucking struck down by the hand of YouTube. Just like, yeah!
struck down by Zuckerberg, even though he's not even on YouTube.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Dude, I'm gonna get zucked.
I'm gonna get youted.
I'm gonna get youed.
Youed. Okay, but yeah. I'm gonna try to get a business account with Xfinity, and if it's still bad after that, I might just jump off a cliff or something. I don't know.
Same.
I don't know.
I might
Like,
just do that for fun.
dude, I'm saying. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, it's nice that I can still like upload videos and stuff, but I really want to get back into live streaming now that like I said, Kosh and I and a couple of others were starting to talk about it earlier, and you and I discussed it the other day. That's why we put out that poll on the channel. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that poll up real quick, even though I'm not sure how many people will see it or even care. I don't even know how many people are gonna watch this, right? I don't think anyone's in chat yet besides you and I. You give me a minute, I'm responding to my mother.
Oh no.
Whew. But yeah, let me go into the community tab and pull this shit up. Yeah, I already put out a little thing like, hey, if you want to offer suggestions, drop in. No one's taken that yet, but that's okay. We're probably just gonna be here for like an hour, 2 at the most, but like maybe just an hour. I got work in the morning and all that.
They're not taking the bait. What do I do?
Ooh. Okay.
Buddy?
I zoomed in even more on my YouTube so people can actually read the text. But I don't know if you watched you say you didn't watch the whole thing, so I don't know if you saw this part, but I did mention in the community post that you and I, starting in March 2025, early March, probably like within that first week or so, because I think the 28th is the last day. I don't remember if this is a leap year or not. But I think Monster Hunter Wilds comes out on February 28th, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Go ahead and look at a calendar and see when that is. Like what day of the week? 28th is a Friday. Whew. Well, yeah, we'll probably start streaming that next week then. If you haven't like beaten it twice by then. So yeah, first week of March, you and I are playing Monster Hunter Wilds. Another laid back, in quotation marks, co-op journey through the wilds, hunting monsters. Yeah. And obviously, like the highlight was figuring out what the next challenge runs are gonna be.
Monster Hunter Wilds challenge runs. Can you beat the game? That's the challenge.
Well, I was gonna say, when Kosh and I were talking about it earlier, it was other challenges that I hadn't really thought of before were like deathless runs of certain games. I can't really
if you
think.
die, you start over. Basically a Nuzlocke.
Yeah, Nuzlocke, but like I guess like super hardcore. Of course, not just limited, to Pokemon or whatever, but just I showed my Steam library and she's like, "Ooh, Elden Ring." I'm like, "No." Can I beat
Like,
Elden
just playing
Ring?
that game regular is a challenge. Like,
well, yeah, but Deathless was another suggestion. Considering how many speedruns involve glitches, I might do glitchless speedruns. I don't know. With Mario, if I do Mario 64, like just to learn it for the sake of learning it, I might obviously I'll have to learn some of the glitches, the long jump and all that, backwards long jump. But I don't think I'm going to be setting any records though with a game like that.
no.
I'm trying to think of like other things we talked about. That was kind of like the gist of it, was that we talked about like other potential games that could be nuzlocked or how to, or I mentioned the silly wheel, spin the wheel type challenges, or You know,
You're really on this wheel, man.
dude, I want the wheel, dude.
I want the silliness.
Someone,
the silly wheel.
someone had commented as well. Let me highlight this real quick. But someone had commented, can you beat blank like with a weird controller? And you know, that brings me back to when I tried to beat Power World with my freaking feet.
Yeah.
Like, man, I wish that had taken off, but I'm also glad it didn't.
You already say you have carpal tunnel.
I have
And then you're
I
like-
have footer tunnel.
I'm gonna get footer tunnel. It's where my foot becomes feet.
It's where my foot becomes a tunnel. Wait. But I don't know. You know, like I did mention how it feels like, you know, I'm a Nintendo guy, but I've got an audience full of Xbox heads. And she was like, guilty.
I mean, I used to be Xbox in like middle to early high school,
Yeah.
but then I got into. Hang on, it's like grandma's yelling.
I was
at
about to
me.
say, like, you had a hard switch to PlayStation. But for me, it was also kind of just Nintendo and PlayStation, kind of bouncing back and forth. But a lot of it was just Kingdom Hearts and like Jack and Daxter and stuff. Like, I'm not like crazy nostalgic for every PlayStation IP to the extent that I am with Nintendo's IP. Okay. You know what? Let's see what Google says. Funny gaming challenges.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm back.
Hell yeah.
What was I talking about?
We were talking about you were Xbox in like early middle school, but you became a
Oh, yeah,
PlayStation
yeah.
head.
I had an Xbox. I had 3 Xbox. Every one of them got Red Ring.
Jesus.
Every single one. I had 3 of them, and they all got Red Ring.
You're like,
So,
and now
switched
I
to
have an
PlayStation.
iPhone.
I switched to PlayStation,
Yeah.
and I've had my PlayStation for the better part of 10 years now.
Yeah. The brick.
It's
The
a
airplane
engine
brick.
now, but you know, it's still chugging. But I'm mostly a PC gamer now.
Right. I mean, honestly, like, there's a handful of Nintendo games where I'm like, that's my shit. But it's really a handful. You know, it's a couple of Zeldas, a couple of Marios, and of course Smash.
There's a couple of Nintendo games that I enjoy, but there's nothing that I'm like, I need this.
I mean, I really like Pikmin. You know, we've gone over that. We're over here like, you still like it after Pikmin 4? I'm like,
Like, I like the old ones.
I mean, they're all like hard in their own ways, but I mean,
I don't know, man. You beat
dude,
like Pikmin 2 or 3 or whatever in like an hour.
No, Pikmin 4, the only issue was that second white leaf sage guy The second challenge, I didn't know you didn't have to kill all the enemies. We could have saved like at least 2 hours if I had actually read the prompt.
Yeah.
But it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so I'm not doing a deathless Pikmin run, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That would probably be more doable in Pikmin 4, but
I watched all the Pikmin things, and I think Pikmin 4 was by far my least favorite.
I guess if we're gonna talk about this real quick, let me gather my thoughts. Because I did just play them all in a row, and then you just watched me play all of them in a row. Pikmin 4 had a lot of what I'll call unnecessary hand-holding. And I
Yeah.
didn't look into the settings to see if it could be turned off. Like the auto aim was really bad.
Newer games be like,
Yeah, the auto aim was really bad. I mean, I remember that being like the bulk of my frustrations with Pikmin 4. It was just, I would be aiming for one thing and then the Pikmin would be like, "Ooh, a rock!" Or I'll be aiming for something, they'll be like, "It's that nectar, boy." I mean, I think Pikmin 1 was probably my least favorite because I'm more nostalgic for Pikmin 2. And, a lot of the maps were the same, but, like, also different. And the mechanics were just significantly worse than the first game.
yeah.
I've played 3 the most. So it's kind of like, I would say from best to worst for me would be 2, 4, 3, 1. There were things I liked about 4, but like I said, a lot of the hand-holding mechanics made it a bit crazy. And I did try to complete it on my first try. That was kind of my bad. I should have just rushed through the story and then thought about completing it afterwards.
That's another thing. I'm not really like a completionist.
Well, I mean, that is another challenge. I'm not going to do it for every game, but recently I've seen a couple of I platinumed the worst Harry Potter game, and it was like Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, right? Part 1, the video game. And yeah,
You got a platinum on the new Monster Hunter world, or the new Monster Hunter game.
I mean, yeah, but on Steam, right? So what is it what is it called when you platinum something on Steam?
All achievements. I don't know.
Because I was about to say, I know Rooster Teeth had a Achievement Hunter. That was kind of their main gaming channel.
No.
I think. And I don't want to. I guess I want to look for. I want to find like names that I'll remember when it comes to like stuff like this. So like Nuzlocke is iconic. It's like, don't let your dudes die or they're dead.
Don't let your dudes be dudes.
Yeah, or speed runs. Like I guess I want a title that I could be like Pikmin 4 completed. Or whatever.
I'm doing a Nuzlocke, but if I catch a male Pokemon, I end my stream.
I mean, wouldn't you just not catch males that you run into, or
You just start, it gives you a male Pokemon, you're like, well, it's been good, guys.
Well, I was gonna say, yeah, like all 3 of the starters are male, and you're just like, fuck.
I wanted to do like a shiny lock, but God, it takes so long.
That sounds so much more horrible than Lucky Pals.
It is.
Like it, that's another thing. I want challenges. Ugh, it's so hard to talk right now because I'm so stuffy.
Lucky Pals is like 1 in
1,000.
100. Not even. Like it's very often.
I mean, yeah, it's
But
a lot more
Pokemon, it's
forgiving.
like in Pokemon, it's like 1 in 3,200 something.
Shit, it used to be 1 in 8,000.
It might be higher than that. I don't know.
It used to be 1 in
I'll check.
8,000, and then you could get like the lucky charm, and it would make it 1 in 4,000, which is still ridiculous.
1 in 8,192.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gamers would be like, and that's hexadecimal for blah, 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 blah." I'm also trying to think of like games that aren't super challenging, but I can give stakes to them anyway. It's kind of like how I gave stakes to myself shaving my beard at 1,000 subs.
It's 1% for things to be lucky. So basically 1 in 100.
Okay, fair.
So yeah, that's extremely more easy.
I mean, yeah.
I would need a mod, dude.
A mod for what?
At least like half the lucky chance, you know?
Oh, you
Or the shiny
shinies?
chance.
Shinies? Okay, yeah. If only we could mod Pokemon games without. I don't know, because like it's very inconsistent when Nintendo or Pokemon decide to attack anything.
Yeah, I mean, if
When it
they're
comes to
making a buck off
YouTubers.
of it, I'm sure people that, get lots of traffic are very popular that they can like make a buck out of. It's like,
I mean, yeah, maybe they use them for advertising. They're like, oh, you've got a huge following and you play Pokemon? Here's the new game. But what about when those dudes with huge followings do the same, like, modded shit that, smaller channels do?
Well, Nintendo can't make money off the smaller channels.
So they're like, ban. Jesus Christ.
It's not just Nintendo. It happens with every corporation, but it happens a lot with Nintendo.
I'm going to be snacking a bit, so I'm going to pull the mic away when I eat these.
Is it pepperoni?
Mm-hmm.
Slim Jims?
Mm-hmm.
You live off of Slim Jims? Pepperoni and Slim Jims are basically the same thing.
It's cheese and chives crackers.
Oh, those are good.
Yeah. I did have pepperonis earlier, though. We're running out of food, dude.
Yeah. Dude.
Careful now, we're live.
Grandma was like, hey, do you want me to cook some macaroni and tuna? And I was like, yeah, that sounds good. Proceeds to put the entire box of macaroni in a bowl and make it.
Jesus.
So we had a full pot, a big pot of tuna and macaroni.
I was about to say, y'all are set on Mac for a while.
At least a week, dude. Like, I was like, why did you make so much? She's like, I don't know. I was like, Grandma, Jesus.
Absolutely ridiculous.
It is.
But that's the unhinged grandma behavior that we live for. All right, but I was looking up custom game challenges.
You got to come up with things that haven't been done before. Blindfolded run.
People do that in Mario 64. People
They
have
do that in Monster Hunter too.
Ruth, welcome.
Hello.
Hope you're doing well. I was just talking to a Sedge about what we were discussing earlier, and we're trying to find more interesting challenges that aren't completely Power World related that I can do on the channel. We're theory crafting to save the channel because the channel it's dying.
It's dying. My one and only.
And I'm letting it die, and I don't want to let it die, so I'm trying to figure out what the next big move is, you know? We gotta figure it out.
It's mostly just due to the hurricane that you haven't been uploading and stuff.
Well, I mean, the
We were
hurricane, like,
without power for like a good 2.5 weeks.
yeah,
Or
the
you were.
hurricane, 2 cats disappeared, and I've been an emotional wreck from that. Well, it's also like, again, I kind of don't know what content to make next. We know that challenges are the way to go, you know, to continue growing the channel and make it interesting and keep people around for the goods. But yeah, we're mostly just trying to theory craft that. And, you know, we do this every so I think it's important that we do this every so often to just reevaluate where we are. Because I was about to put out a whole Let's Play of this, you know, and that's not, I'm not saying Echoes of Wisdom isn't fun. It's a neato Zelda game. But I don't think a Let's Play of it would have performed very well on the channel.
I just think a lot of Nintendo games are very similar in the way they play.
I mean, you know, we've had this conversation a couple of times. You know, we could say the same thing about, you know, Call of Duty or Pokemon. Well, I guess Pokemon falls under Nintendo, but they're their own company. They're a third owned by Nintendo, so they're 2/3 not Nintendo.
Still Nintendo though. But yeah, I'm not saying that you know, necessarily throws me off from the games or
Right.
whatever.
I mean, I think we're just getting old, and we've been here since like the beginning of gaming, so we've seen it all.
The beginning of the times.
You know, like
I'm
we've
not that old. I got another year and a half, maybe. You know.
But I think we've been gaming, and you know, it's kind of like how I feel about like stories in games. You know, like I feel like I've heard every story. You know, like or at least every story I care to hear. Right? Like,
Dude, I'm so mad. I'm playing Isaac. I got a health up and then immediately health down pill.
Jeez. That does make me want to play
share, but I don't know how to do that.
That it does make me want to play my other game, but I'm scared the stream will fucking die if I play any game right now.
Yeah.
Like if I tell Steam I want to play a game, it's gonna like shoot a signal to Steam being like, "Hey, he owns this game," and then it's gonna shoot back to my computer, and then the whole computer's gonna fall the fuck over on me. I'm gonna be like, "Ah!"
I thought you were about to be like, "It's gonna shoot me, dude."
It's gonna shoot like straight out of the Wi-Fi card, straight behind my screens, and then my screens are gonna get knocked onto me.
My connection is wild. I don't have a Wi-Fi card in my PC.
I don't either, actually. I don't know why I said it that way, but I guess I'm so used to using. I'm connected through Ethernet, but I mean, you know what I mean. LAN cable or whatever you want to say, but
Ether.
it's still gonna shoot out the back of the computer. It'll shoot so hard that the Ethernet cable will pop out, and then it'll do everything I
said. My window. Inside jokes be like,
Okay. Let's see what else we can find here. Minecraft. Can I survive a full day and night on hardcore, but my only weapon is a fishing rod?
No. Can I beat Minecraft in hardcore? No.
Trying to see what else. Oh, there's a self-imposed challenges. Oh, I thought this was a Reddit, but it's not. All right. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. First one, we were talking about this with Pikmin. 100% completion. That's an example of a self-imposed challenge. Low level run. Minimalist run. No damage run. No casualty run, so deathless. Pacifist run, so don't kill anyone. Genocide run, kill everyone. Solo character run. In a game with a team of multiple players, complete the game only using one of them.
Oh, that's something you could do.
That's what I was
Like
telling you about.
Fallout New Vegas with a genocide run.
That would take so long, though.
You just kill everybody.
Well, there was
Or
another one.
Skyrim.
There was another one where it was like you can be two-faced, like flip a coin. If heads, they live. If tails, they die. For every New Vegas interaction.
Oh, dude, you need an 8-ball, a magic 8-ball.
Right? Like, should I kill this guy? Maybe.
It's likely.
Speed run, obviously, we talked about that earlier. So I like this website that I just found. I don't like these ads, but I like this website.
Gotta get some ad block.
Yeah. I have it on my other browser, but again, that's the personal one. It's got the goods.
It's all kind of bad things. I can't say what I wanted to say.
No, it's nothing bad, but it is personal. So it has my name and shit. So y'all leave me alone. Y'all leave me alone. Okay, double play. One player playing for two on-screen avatars at once.
They're
Oh,
gonna find out your name is Doofus.
it's like one controller connected to two games, and the goal is to beat both. But you know, but it's not like the same game. It'll be like Mario, like one Mario game on one and like a Zelda game on the other, or like two different Mario games. You know, just as an example. I'm definitely not winning a game of Smash and beating a game of Mario with one controller. That shit ain't happening. No armor or weapons are sometimes done as default weapons and armor.
Dude, if we play Monster Hunter World or anything like that, I
Yeah.
will do that.
You'll do no armor, no weapons.
No armor, no weapons, and I'll just rely on you for most of the damage. Not
But
in the new game. In the new game, I'm gonna play like
Okay.
regularly.
I mean, we'll see about it. We'll see. No magic or special skills like limit breaks. Only use like basic attacks.
Yeah.
I'm open to suggestions from chat too. You know, I know I kind of found a website that kind of gives me the idea now, but still, I'm open to suggestions if you don't hear or read one. Also, I'm sorry that it probably looks like shit. And I might go back to playing music now too.
But so you should have like a video in the background while you're talking about the stuff instead of showing the website or something else.
Oh, it's an ad. No. Talk over the ad. Talk over the ad. Ah, okay.
Hibbity hibbity, hobbity hoo.
Okay. I'm just gonna let that play while I read these challenges. Controlling the game in an unorthodox way. Listen, I tried. Okay? I fucking tried. They were like, oh, I thought it was gonna be a Dance Dance Revolution pad. No, it was just the controller and my feet. I'm sorry. I think I have seen a YouTuber beat Kingdom Hearts with a Dance Dance Revolution pad before.
Dude, I've seen people play Minecraft with a freaking flute.
Now, hold on. We're cooking. Hold on,
You're
we're
like a
cooking.
saxophone.
Wait, no,
Saxophone, I can do that.
Shut the fuck up. Listen. Okay. I control the game with my music keyboard. And then we check what I played afterwards and make a song out of it.
Just control the game with a Guitar Hero controller while you're nuzlocking a Pokemon game.
I mean, that doesn't sound very hard, though. That's just like extra steps.
Or Pokemon randomizer, but you have to randomize which move you pick.
Maybe. But you know, I also don't like doing modded stuff.
You don't have to mod it. You just get like a random number selector.
Oh, yeah, like the wheel. The wheel.
The wheel.
I am the wheel.
It's like you throw out a Charmander, he has 4 moves, and
I wish
you
I could do that
spin the
dude's
wheel.
voice.
What voice?
The Lich from oh, I lost it for a minute. Adventure Time. He's just like,
I didn't watch Adventure Time so much. Oh yeah, I remember. I remember that part because it's like a meme.
Yeah, he's like, I am the ceaseless wheel.
I am the.
Okay, playing with impaired senses, such as wearing a blindfold, or playing a rhythm game with the volume muted. That's something Bishu does. You know, the music producer I like to watch sometimes. He'll sometimes get his chat. His chat can hear the sounds and vote on the sounds that he selects, but he can't hear them, and he arranges a song and then unmutes it and listens to it, and it's just horrible. I mean, some of them are fire though. Some of them are fire, I'll say. Deliberately invoking player hindering video game cruelty punishments, such as I fought the law and the law won, and attempting to pull through regardless. What is that? Let me see what this is. I fought the law and the law ran.
I fought the law. And
does it say like what game?
Won.
I mean, I'm sure they're talking about like, I don't know, GTA or something. That's another.
GTA 5.
Do you know, dude, for real, when GTA 6 comes out, I can think of a couple of things that could be fun, like little challenge videos for that. Beat the whole game with just a 2-sided dildo.
Bet. I do that every day anyway.
Stealth run. In a stealth game, complete the game. I mean, I've also, I've thought of other things where it's like, plenty of people have like beaten a game where it's like beat this game without jumping, right?
Not really shit all the time.
Right. Yeah, hasn't someone beaten? Didn't he beat Subspace Emissary without jumping or something? I know somebody did.
I know he's beaten World of Light without spirits and
I was
stuff.
gonna say stickers or whatever. Okay, I like the solo character run because it makes me think. You remember how I said there was this dude? He had like basically no videos on his channel, and he uploaded.
Oh, wait, you gotta do a main protagonist run where you can only use one character in the game that you can switch characters.
Yeah, that's basically what I'm getting at.
A main protagonist.
Like someone did that for Dragon Quest VIII as like the main character dude that you are in Dragon Quest VIII, and beat the whole game as just that dude. And that video got like thousands of views, and his channel that had like basically no videos like skyrocketed at least up to 1,000 like really quickly.
It was just a dude. It was just a guy, man.
But I mean, more power to them. I'm happy for them. But pacifist run.
I hate pacifist runs.
I mean, I'm thinking like, is it just Pokemon, but you just burn and toxic the whole time?
No. Pacifist is where you do not attack at all.
Well, then what would you
So
do?
like you beat the Ender Dragon without ever hitting it, basically. Which would mean that you would have to aggro the Enderman onto the Ender Dragon and let them kill it. Or you would have to
I mean,
get
how
your meat by a cow randomly walking into a fire, or, you know.
how would we do it in like a Pokemon game, though?
I don't think you can.
Fair.
Or you could do the, like, a no attack type moves run. Where you only use burn, paralyze, poison, sleep, confusion. It would take really long.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like, I mean, Parafusion would be somewhat viable, but I feel like Poison would be faster. Or I don't know, you know? I'm thinking.
You could do a Nuzlocke like that.
Yeah, a Nuzlocke, but I can only use Burn, Poison, Paralysis, and Confusion. I would need so many ethers.
I was about to say, what are you gonna do against, like, things that can't receive the certain status?
Like
types
Magic
you
Bounce
have?
or something?
Yeah.
I'd be fucked. Okay, no, I know what I would do. I would, Leech Seed. I don't think that reflects Leech Seed.
Maybe.
We'll see.
You need something with compound eyes, so you wouldn't miss.
What other games, you know, besides, like, Smash or whatever, could I Iron Man?
Any game with a roster.
Well, I was gonna say, it's not even about a roster. According to this, complete the game without resetting to an earlier save. So it's basically like Nuzlocke, right? Like, just don't die. So deathless. Deathless, saveless. Ah, an ad! An ad! Ah, get it out of here! Okay. We're okay. Dog, this Pokemon song did good for no reason. I mean, does it actually sound good?
I can't remember. My dog is going crazy, dude.
Like, I love this Pokemon song, dude.
I guess you could play it on stream, since it is your song.
Yeah. Or it's my cover / remix of it. I mean, I haven't gotten a copyright claim, so I think it's fine. I only have one copyright claim, well, technically two, on the music channel. They're not like strikes, they're just like, hey, that's too much like ours, or it's exactly like ours in
Like
the
a
case.
cease and desist.
Yeah, it's like a, no, it's just like a, they get the money from those videos, which is fine. You know,
Oh no, my 12 cents.
Yeah.
Whatever shall I do?
I was about to say, like, the music channel's not even earning money yet. Like, the gaming channel is, but the music channel's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I put, like, no time at all into this cover. And sometimes I can hear, like, what a mistake that was. And then sometimes I'm like, you know what, it still sounds good. Like, I don't know how to hear music from a non-producer viewpoint. Like, I have to, like, hear every individual sound, like, every little trill, every little snap, you know, like, I hear it all individually. And it's really hard for me to hear the whole picture, especially if it's something that I've made, because I'm like, yeah, I remember putting that sound right the fuck there, you know?
Yeah, that's something I would have did.
But it does make it hard to enjoy music as a listener, you know, because I have the producer ear or the orchestral ear, you know, whatever you want to call it. And it bothers me.
It bothers me in the soles of my shoes.
I mean, I'm looking at something else on the list is like minimalist runs. So don't get any power-ups, don't collect any coins. You know, like just basically don't buy your upgrades or whatever.
Level 1 runs, you could do that.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those for different games, you know, I've seen it for Kingdom Hearts. I don't really know if I don't really know if we have something that lets us do it in Pokemon without mods.
I don't think you can do it without mods in Pokemon.
Right.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead. I'm at a blank.
I was watching Glock do a challenge run of 7 Days to Die, where he was doing a level 1 run. Obviously, you can't stop yourself from leveling in the game, but he just didn't put points into stats.
Right.
I don't think you can do that with Pokemon because you just gain stats while you level.
Well, I did comment on the one comment that was like, "Hey, I like challenges where they beat the game with an unorthodox controller."
Yeah.
I need to get the DK bongos, you know? The bongo controller. And like try to beat a game with that or something.
I just want you to play Subnautica.
Yeah, you just want a raw, regular gameplay Subnautica. I really need to.
Yeah, because it does well. Plus, you could play in the Thalassophobia or whatever.
Right. Like, I'm not like
it's something I've seen done before, but the people that did it before got good ratings from it, you know?
Yeah. No, it's definitely coming. It's just a long time coming right now. I mean, what kind of games could I do solo character runs? I've seen like solo character runs of like Mario and Luigi games. You know, where you just beat the game with just one of the bros or something. And that's like an RPG, you know?
I'm just like, would you please play something else other than Nintendo games? I'm gonna have an
Yeah, but I suggested Final Fantasy 3 and you were like, but
Is this an old ass game?
Dog, the 3DS remake came out in 2006. Or the DS remake, excuse me, not the 3DS remake.
That was 8 years ago.
2006?
It was.
Do some more math.
You're not helping your point.
I mean, I don't have an issue with playing older games. You do.
I don't have an issue with playing them. They're boring to watch to a certain extent.
Well, that's why we're doing a challenge run. Like, what if I beat Final Fantasy 3 with the starter gear? Like, or I don't upgrade my, like, maybe I can upgrade my weapons, but not my, dude, I would die so much, man. I would have to grind so much.
But my point is, why wouldn't you just do that in a newer game? Like a newer Final Fantasy game.
Because Final Fantasy 3 is hard as fuck. It's impressive when the game is hard, man. But I guess I don't know if Final Fantasy 3 has a cult following, so it's going to be like just a random one-off thing that I do one day. It's not going to be right now, of course. I just need to know what's the next big thing I'm going to do.
See, things like that would be like a one-off video for me, in my opinion.
No, like a lot of these challenge runs are going to be one-off videos. The only reason Lucky Pals Only isn't is because the game's still in development. Otherwise, that might have been one video, you know? It would have been a long video. Might have been like 7 hours or some shit. Edited down, or who knows, right?
I just don't think people have a lot of time to watch something like that.
Dude, you'd be impressed what people just throw on at night. Because, you know, I mean, you don't have a smart TV, but like, so, you know, some people, you know, they'll just go on YouTube. They'll find like the 3-hour gaming video. It's not even gaming sometimes, you know, it'll be like about space or, you know, like something about animal wildlife or something. It'll be like 3 hours long. They'll play that shit just to go to sleep. And to me, that's still a view.
I'm just trying to pander to an audience that actually, they come home from school or work or whatever. They put on a video that's like 30 minutes long.
I mean, yeah. Well, like I said, Final Fantasy III is not at the top of this list by any means, because it is hard, and I've never actually beaten the game on regular settings before, so...
I made Boss Rush, but I'm not gonna do it.
What about Terraria?
Never played it, but I know people like it.
Well, I've seen challenge runs where people will, like, play the game at 30 times spawn rates. And I'm just like, how do I even compete? I think that's kind of the issue with me wanting to do challenge runs with, games that I'm so familiar with, is just, I've seen so many, like I know the channels that be doing it.
I know. We talk about this.
Yeah, I know. Like that's kind of the other thing. Like, how can I make it fresh for people who have already seen that kind of content before? Like, I thought, Power World in a straight line was a really good idea because people have only done that in like Skyrim, Breath of the Wild, and GTA, you know?
You also have to think of which demographic would want to watch this. Like, which one would spread this video around, basically.
Let's look at our stats. I have stats for that.
You got to remember, you're not just doing it to pander to one certain audience, You're trying to get all the audience.
All the audience.
All the audience ever.
All right, let me look at my analytics. My audience analytics. Let's look at this. Oh, this is the live channel. Shit. Hold on. Okay, let's look at the analytics. Let's look at the audience for the gaming channel. Returning viewers, 445. To whoever of you that are out there, thank you so much. Unique viewers, 7K, 7.5K.
That aren't subscribed.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, please subscribe. I need it. I need it. A lot of people be watching around noon.
What are the age groups? Does it tell you that?
Yeah, I'm getting to that. Most of our viewers are in the United States. We have a couple from Canada and the United Kingdom. A very few from Japan and Germany. But most of them are from the US. Half of you aren't subscribed. Okay.
And that's cringe.
Gender, female, 7%. Male, 92%. User specified, 0.5%. Okay, males exclusively watch the long videos, though. So females just be seeing the shorts.
I think females don't use YouTube as much as males.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. But a majority of my audience is our age, or like between 18 and our age. If you look at the right, well, you can't see my mouse, but pretty much right here at the bottom.
Right there.
Right there.
That one right there.
So yeah, we have the 18 to 24 and the 25 to 34 age ranges. And yeah. So we know our age range. We know that they're mostly male. We know that they like challenge videos. So
So
what do
then
we?
you got to look at what people 18 to 30s are into.
Well, hold on.
Gaming.
I have an inspiration section. Let's look at that. Well, not inspiration, but there was something that told me a little more information, like you know, like what other people watch. I don't remember how to find that, but there's a something that tells me. Okay, yeah, channels your audience watches, but it can't show me right now. I guess because I haven't put out as many videos as I usually do. Um, yeah, I haven't put out enough in the past couple of days to know what else my audience watches. And then, you know, obviously Power World is kind of losing traction right now because there's hasn't been anything new from them in a while. Except I guess they're coming out with like a Mac version soonish.
Yeah, I don't think that would draw anybody, but who knows?
I mean, I don't have anything Mac to play it on, so I'm not worried
Um,
about it.
that new Dragon Ball game is the highest played game on Steam right now. The
Right,
highest played fighting game. So if
right.
you really wanted to get into something, that would be something to get into. I know you're not like a that type of fighting game guy, but
I mean, I liked Budokai, and I didn't really get into the extended Budokai series, but I played like the first like three or whatever, and they were all right. You know, back in the day. You know, I know
yeah,
that what is it? Square, square, triangle, triangle, circle. I know that that's a Kamehameha.
I bet you span that shit too.
Dude, no, there was the warp Kamehameha from I think it
Yeah,
was like Budokai 2 or Tenkaichi 3 or whichever one of those it was. The warp Kamehameha, that was my shit.
you're like that's the one I span.
um
Dude, I remember playing Street Fighter back in the day, and I would always pick the dinosaur dude,
we're
and I would get my ass kicked every single time.
I was gonna ask
You
if you
know
were any
why?
good.
Because that guy was like bottom three.
Jesus. You're like, it's
I just
Lucario all over again.
I just didn't know it back then. Like I didn't care back then. I was like, I'm gonna play this dinosaur guy because he's a dinosaur and he's cool. But now
Right.
everything has to be like, I gotta play this character because it's really good, and if you're not playing this way, you're cringe, and if you're,
Right, right.
the joys of getting older. Why can't we all just be Spargo and play Cloud because Cloud, or play
Right.
Piranha Plant because
Spargo.
why not?
I
Because
mean,
we're good at the
Spargo will
game and we can
definitely
be
never
good at
cease
any
to amaze
character.
me, but he's also
But,
carried because Cloud's really good against the meta.
well, he was playing Cloud before the meta shifted.
Yeah.
He's been playing Cloud since before Steve.
I mean, like, we already know that disjoints are the way. The issue is that even though
If you're
Steve is
good
an
at
up
stage,
close character, he also has several disjointed moves.
he's basically a sortie.
Yeah.
But people want to play him like a
A
zoner.
zoner. Yeah.
They just run to one side of the stage camp,
You hate to
and
see
then
it.
they do Mario combos to you,
Right,
like
right.
with a disjoint.
Okay. So, I don't know. I'm at a standstill of game ideas. You know, I talked a
I'm
lot
a,
about them
I'm a,
earlier.
Yeah. You really just got to find that niche that you enjoy that is also popular.
That's really hard because like I'm
Yeah.
very nostalgic based.
I know.
You know, it's really hard for me to get into new games, and then if it's a new game, I'm probably not good at it, and then it's like do a challenge run, and I'm like, but why?
You just don't have to do the challenge run though. You can just play the game through for the first time, then come back and do a challenge run.
Well, that's what I should have done with Pikmin 4. Is just played it through and then completed it. But, ugh,
That's what, in my opinion, that's what you should do with any new game.
yeah.
Just
mean-
play it. Don't look up things.
I mean, yeah. No, I don't usually look up stuff. I mean, I looked up some things for getting good with Clarin in Rivals 2, but I actually really like it, dude. Like it. I mean, it's more the online is better. And you know, I haven't tried any other character because you know it's just Claren's a black cat. You know, I gotta represent. And like I said,
All my black cats out there.
I figured
Meow,
you would be
meow.
proud of me for playing a character without a projectile, even though they're basically the anti-meta. Like the entire meta is basically scrappers, and then like there's this fucking elephant, Edge. There's this
Elephant.
There's this fucking elephant, and he's basically Ganondorf and DDD and Incineroar in one character.
Is he the blue guy with the knife?
No, he's literally an elephant.
Oh. I know Void was playing a blue bird with a knife.
Fair. I do think it's a good platform fighter, though. You know, like it was made by Smash players. I mean, I know it's a lot more comparable to Melee, though. My hands hurt already. Just thinking about it, my hands hurt. My controller broke. I need a real GameCube controller from 2002. Untouched, unopened. On
You know
eBay.
how much you're gonna pay for that? At least $350.
It sucks because I feel like I talked about it all day, but I don't feel like I figured out anything else that I would want to do.
Again, you could play Yowling. You could do challenge runs on that too.
I mentioned that in the last stream. Yeah, I mentioned that you've been enjoying that game and that I need to get it.
Don't know how popular it would be, but it would be something new. I think it's fun anyway.
Sorry, I was reading.
I do the space out when I read.
I mean, I'm really trying here, man. Like I'm really trying, but I think it's just it might be time to call it, even though the stream's doing better and has been for a while.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Play something while we're talking.
Huh?
So you could play something while we're talking, but yeah, it's up to you.
I mean, it's kind of a matter of you know. I mean, you know why I can't do that. Yeah, I'm looking at all these self-imposed challenges, and it's more so that I'm trying to figure out what game I can apply what to, you know? Because, like, the most excited Nuzlocke that I'm excited to try and do is for Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Which the PS2 remake, which is the version that's in the collection. Of course, obviously, it's the PS2 remake that's been upscaled to the PS3, PS4, the 1080p version. But it's basically a card game. But I could just do it where I can only add the first card that I get on every floor, to my deck, and try to beat the game with just the starting deck, and then one card per floor, and there's 13 floors, so I could add up to 13 cards from my deck.
Well, I was gonna suggest that some games that you could just play, but you don't want to just play things.
Yeah, I don't. I don't think I've wanted to just play things for a while, but that's a conversation for another time. Whew.
It definitely doesn't help that you decided to start a YouTube video challenge or channel while also not being in the mood to play things.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a weird time in my life, man. Like I said, if I'm playing for the story, I don't care. And if I'm playing for the challenge, I don't want it to, obviously I want it to be entertaining, but I don't want it to be so challenging that it takes me months and months and months to do, Unless it's, like a Nuzlocke that's like funny enough. Like I said, there's this one guy that does, Pokemon Nuzlocks, but his chat will send him videos and the video makes him laugh. He'll kill off a Pokemon in the run early. And he's got like millions of views on shit like that. I want something like that for something that I enjoy. The issue is that nothing that I enjoy outside of Pokemon has as much reach as Pokemon does.
You just play a lot of older games and then Nintendo.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying before. I think you should try new things, but I know it's hard.
Well, it's not even that it's hard. Like, again, it's kind of I just don't care, and it's not that I don't want to care. It's just that my brain just won't let me. Like it's kind of like, new TV shows, like you don't just watch every new TV show because someone recommended it. Like if you watch an episode and you're into it, that's one thing, but like I don't want to submit myself to the whole season if I'm not enjoying it, And obviously, first episode, that's a bad example because, you shouldn't just judge a whole series based on the first episode. Unless it's a very particular type of anime that starts with an H. No, I'm kidding. But, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I think eventually you'll just have to get past the not wanting to do new things if you want to do like a variety of things.
I just gotta not be bored, dude. Like, don't get mad at me for your game being boring.
How do you know if it's boring or not if you don't try it?
I mean, if I look at it and if I look at a game and I'm like, oh, that looks fun. That's, like, I don't know, like if a lot of story-based games, if we're gonna go into that, territory, it really depends on the mechanics. If the mechanics are not engaging, my ADHD ass brain isn't gonna run with it. Like it has to be engaging, either to the extent that the story is in games that I like the story, or the mechanics have to be engaging enough for me to not be like, oh, I'm mashing this, or it's kind of like 7 Days to Die. I didn't really care for us to just have to build a house and just, or I don't know.
That's what you do in that game.
Well, that game's boring. Yeah, and that's fine. That's why we're talking about it for the sake of me and my channel. We're trying to figure out what I can still enjoy that's, content. But I don't really know what else to say on it because we're out of games and we're out of challenge ideas. I'm gonna look at my I'm gonna go down the list, all right? 7 Days to Die, I played it with you. It was all right. Was it entertaining? Yeah, a little bit, There were times where I was dying and, that there was some challenge there. I'll give it that. But it was the surviving at night that was just kind of boring to me. And I think the issue with that is that we just did a night every day. And we've talked about that. Amnesia, The Dark Descent. I've never played it. It's a horror game. Could be something cool for the channel eventually. Ark. You're like, oh, Ark.
You're not going to enjoy Ark either.
No, I know. I have 150 hours in it, though. Borderlands 2. I have like 17 hours in it. This was kind of a new anime-looking game. It's like Code Vein. It's kind of like I think it's kind of like a Souls-like. Up there with Elden Ring and the Crab Souls and all that. This is I bought this for nostalgia. We're not even going to talk about it. Dicey Dungeons. I can't really think of any challenge runs that I could do with this game. All right, Don't Starve Together. I know you know about this game. Tell me about Don't Starve Together.
Kind of boring.
Okay, moving on. Elden Ring. I just have to beat it once, right? And then I can be a gamer? Is that how it goes? You just have to beat the impossible DLC? I mean, people that are better at Elden Ring than me have probably done a magic only run or I'm only using this type of sword, light sword or whatever.
Really easy.
Skyrim? What's to say that hasn't already been said?
Play it upside down, I don't know.
Right. New Vegas? I could play with only one type of gun.
Fist only.
Fist only. I might do it. Don't try me. Final Fantasy 3, I've already talked about maybe doing default gear or, not changing class, just doing the default class that you start off in. That'd be kind of fun. I haven't put a lot of time into this. I put an hour into it. Floppy Nights. It's got the same art style as Dicey Dungeon, but it's kind of like, Advance Wars, Fire Emblem type game. I think, if I remember correctly, but it had some unique mechanics that I can't remember at the moment, but The Forest. I know that they have a sequel now, Sons of the Forest, right? It's like survival, right? Didn't you and Travis play it?
No.
No.
I've never played The Forest.
I think maybe Travis has played it. But anyway, Frostpunk, it's kind of like you might have seen Northern Lion play it before. It's kind of like a city, try to survive a cold ice age like winter, and you have to manage your power and your fire, the heat, so that people don't freeze to death and shit. And there's a bunch of other shit going on. I am bread. What is there not to be said?
You are bread.
I am bread. Kingdom Hearts.
That reminds me of a game that I want to play.
What?
The Long Dark.
I've heard about that.
It's a survival game where you survive in the wintry kind of thing place.
Right. Oh, Frostpunk reminded you of that? I mean, Frostpunk is
Uh,
that, but it's like for a whole city. You know, it's like RimWorld kind of in that sense. Masters of Anima is a Pikmin-like, the closest thing to a non-Nintendo Pikmin game. I will play that eventually. Multiverses, I've never played it, never will. The Nier games have hella copyrighted music. Like almost every song in the game is copyrighted, so it wouldn't. I don't know if it would make for a good video or not, or if I could even stream it on YouTube in the first place. Northgard, I think, is another, kind of a city, build and protect your city type game. I have a couple of those. Ori and the Blind Forest, I have that. Power World, Portal 2, played Portal 2 a lot. Not on Steam, but I've beaten it on other game or other consoles. Raft, I have Raft.
There's a game similar to Raft. I forget what it's called.
Subnautica?
No, it's not similar to Raft. You're like, it's ocean.
I've got like a bunch of Resident Evil games that we gotta play through eventually. I've got RimWorld. I mean, RimWorld could be fun challenge runs, but like it's also like who in my audience is gonna watch that, right?
I mean, who in your current audience is going to watch anything other than Power World?
I don't know. YouTube won't tell me what they like. Or if it has, I didn't pay attention and now it won't. Let's see. Stardew Valley, Streets of Rogue, Super Auto Pets, Terraria. They are billions. It's another kind of city, protect the city, but with zombies. Vampire Survivors, we know about that. I got Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist.
There's a new Yu-Gi-Oh! Game.
I put like a whole hour and a half into this game. Yeah, I have no idea what to do. Like
Dungeon Dice Monsters.
Should I go play fucking Halo?
No.
Or something for my audience? It was just the genuine, the genuineness of your no. Like, please don't. I don't even know where I would find it. Is it even on Steam? Probably not.
The new Halo is Apex Legends. You gotta go play Apex.
Ugh. It requires me to be good at Fortnite or whatever.
You don't have to be good at games to play them.
I have to be good at games if I want to do challenge runs of them for the channel that my audience wants. That's the issue, man. Okay, I'm looking at my my wish list. We got God of War. We got Tunic.
Just play Isaac every game, every run as a challenge, because you don't know what you're gonna get.
Might as well shave my head.
You gotta play roguelike. Yeah, just shave your head, start crying. That's what you gotta do, man.
Hey, Hogwarts Legacy is on sale right now. I could do a challenge run of Hogwarts Legacy. Was it good?
Why are we here?
Like, you played it right? Was it good?
I mean, it was okay. I didn't play a lot of it. I played like 20 hours.
Fair. Did you beat it?
Nope.
Fair.
Travis got mad at me because I didn't beat it. It's like I played it. I didn't really enjoy it enough to keep playing it, I guess.
Right.
I might go back to it eventually because it was fun.
I mean, that's how I feel about a lot of new games.
Yeah, but you don't even try to play them.
Yeah, but that requires me to spend money on them, and I'm not. Who bought? Did you buy Hogwarts Legacy?
Yeah,
Okay, just checking.
I think it was 60 buckaroonies.
Yep.
Now it's like 30 or something.
It's
I
still
don't know.
60, but it's on sale right now for 18 bucks. And if I had 18 bucks, I'd get it. I know the new Sonic game that came out in late 2022 goes on sale a whole bunch.
You just got to do the Sonic speed runs.
Jesus.
Just call you Sonic Master.
Whoa, what the heck happened? My whole screen went black for a minute there. That was weird. Is the stream still good? Looks like it's still
Yep.
good. Yeah. Whew. Well, I definitely feel a bit walked into a corner, without quite knowing where I want to go. Like if I get good at Rivals too, I could make some Clarin, like crazy highlight videos or whatever, but I don't think I'm going to be winning tournaments or anything.
But say if you're still like struggling as much as you are in Smash,
I feel like it's easier, but I don't know if that's because like
it's a newer game.
Yeah, it's a new game, and like, but here's the thing, like other people have been playing like demo.
Smash was easier when it first came out.
Well, I mean, no, like other people have been playing demos of this game and the game before, the original Rivals of Aether for like years. The demo, I think the earliest version of it came out like 10 months ago. Or I don't know if it was a demo or not, but something came out like 10 months ago because Beefy Smash Dudes covered it.
I know something we could do for Halloween.
Like what?
We could play Phasmophobia.
Maybe.
You're like, how can I challenge this game?
Well, actually, I can't because I can't afford it and I don't have it.
Okay.
And I don't get paid till after Halloween, so fuck.
How much is Phasmophobia right now? It was like 25 something. I don't know. What spooky games do you have?
I think I just have
Like I have Smash.
I think I just have Amnesia. That's
Me
not even
too.
That's not even the name, is it? Oh, it is Amnesia. Amnesia: The Dark Descent. I do let me see what else.
Just play scary mods for Minecraft.
Something Resident Evil. It depends on how scared of that you are or how scared the game makes me feel, right? It's time to speed run with no experience. Five Nights at Freddy's.
Or.
Yeah, I don't know. I might talk with you and Kosh about it more on Discord later because I'm tired and I genuinely cannot think of anything else at this time that would mesh well with my audience. Not unless. No,
I just haven't been paying attention that much to games lately.
I mean, I haven't either. Like
I'm like Monster Hunter.
Well, we're also kind of
when that's coming out.
We're in this weird phase where there's like not a lot of like unique exclusives, I guess. Like PlayStation has like so even Spider-Man's coming to Steam, you know? Like Horizons, God of War, and Spider-Man. Those were like the three series that might have made me get a PS5, and now I could give a fuck less.
When is Pokemon coming to Steam?
What does that got to do with Sony?
I'm saying I want Pokemon to come to Steam so I can get more than 5 FPS.
I mean, you're right. But that's what we have Power World for.
Power World's just not the same, man.
I don't know. I feel like Pokemon's trying to be something that it's not. But like not in a way that improves what it is, you know?
I think Pokemon just needs to stop pandering to 5-year-olds
Yeah.
that don't care about the games.
Yeah. Ugh. I think the no casualty runs could be interesting, depending on the type of game it is. But what games do I play that kind of let me have a team like that outside of Power World, Pokemon, and
Well, I
Pikmin?
have an idea for Monster Hunter. It's where I play normally until I die. And if I die, I lose all my gear to restart my gear.
You know, hardcore people would just restart the whole game.
Yeah, but it's a different take.
I
Thing.
mean, it's
Like
interesting.
I'd be in master rank and have to restart, you know? I'd have to delete all my gear that I farmed or that I got.
I mean, it's something. You know, it's definitely something.
Most gear takes several kills of a monster.
All right, I'm gonna run something by you because we talked about it earlier. I know you won't do speedrun type stuff.
It's just not that interesting to me.
Dirge of Cerberus, no gun or gear upgrades. If that's a thing. I don't even know if that's a thing, you know? I didn't play it. I just know that you like that game.
I don't know if you can kill stuff without shooting.
I mean, you can get the starter guns or whatever, but I'm just saying you can't upgrade anything. Like once you get your first armor and your first gun or whatever.
I haven't played Dirge of Cerberus in so long.
It's one of the only Final Fantasy VII games that they haven't remade. I don't even know how to spell it right. Is it Dirge, Dirge?
Yeah.
Why the fuck did Dungeons of Aether come up? How many Aether games are there?
Yes.
I guess they had to build up a mythology so they could have multiple characters in, you know, a fighting game. I respect it.
I still can't remember if you can melee in this game.
That would be crazy.
Oh, you can. Yeah, you have like multi-hit melee.
All right, Dirge of Cerberus, no gun run.
I don't know if you can beat the final boss without guns though, because he flies.
Okay. Using only the starter gun. So starter gun, that's the title of the video. Starter gun only, Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII.
I think you only get one gun, but you get upgrades for it.
No upgrades, Dirge of Cerberus, Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, because you have the Cerberus gun. You can get a normal barrel or fire bullets, or you can.
Okay.
Yeah. It looks really cool. It has 3 barrels.
It does. It does. Hear me out. The silly wheel. All right. But we just keep adding more and more shit. You know, earlier I was like, you know, it might land on the one where I got to eat a pepper. That would suck. But what if the next one it landed on was having to suck a lemon?
I gotta suck it.
Suck a lemon. Just to make
Yep.
sure that didn't go through laggy or anything.
Lemons.
Or eat a lemon, or, you know, whatever the fuck I'm supposed to do to the lemon, all right, man?
I'm gonna
Fucking...
put lemon juice in my eye.
All right. I have to win a round of Rivals of Aether, but before I do, I have to spray lemon juice in my eyes. And I'm just sitting there like,
Before
ah!
I do, I have to eat a ghost pepper.
Jesus Christ, I'm not going that hard. Like, I'll eat like a regular, you know, jalapeno
You're like,
pepper or
I'll eat a
whatever.
jalapeno.
Yeah, like look at me, like,
That's not a challenge. I eat
huh?
jalapeno for breakfast.
Yeah, but I'm not a jalapeno guy. I'm a wasabi hot kind of guy, like a horseradish wasabi kind of hot. I don't like jalapeno hot. That's why I'm saying that it should be on the wheel. It should be jalapenos. I just feel like if I can't find a regular challenge for a game that's acceptable and entertaining and makes it challenging enough but doesn't keep me there for months. Let me clarify all of that. I think the silly wheel is... I think the silly wheel, or, you know, the spin the wheel of silliness, or whatever the fuck we're gonna call this fucking wheel, I think it's a good backup plan for, like, if I don't want to speedrun something, or if I don't want to complete something, or if I don't want to do a Nuzlocke, or if I
You
don't...
gotta take a shot on there.
Sure. Take a shot of jalapeno juice.
Take a shot of 150% vodka.
Jesus.
You're like, wait.
I mean, you're just trying... I don't even know if I can do that on YouTube. Or
People
I'll have to,
do
like,
drunk streams
specify.
all the time.
I'll have to specify, I guess. You know, I'm talking
You
about
would
for...
definitely have to mark it for 18 plus, but yeah.
Yeah. Like, there's not a lot of stuff that I always just say my videos are good, don't look at them. For the revenue part, and I've only
They're good, I swear.
messed up a couple of times. They don't get that mad, I don't think. They just adjust it, you know, to if they think it's advertiser friendly or not.
Yeah. My videos are good, trust me, bro. Just don't look at it.
Sheesh. But yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I think we have a lot of good ideas, you know, like a no damage run, or low, you know, level 1 runs, or, you know, minimal level boosting runs, or, you know, like just minimal grinding, I guess is what I'm looking for.
I think, I don't know. It's just so easy to make challenges for like Pal World and stuff.
That's part of the issue, is that's part of the issue.
Because you could do a Nuzlocke in Power World very easily. You just farm the boss. You can only catch one of each boss, and if it dies, you know, can't use it no more.
Yeah.
Easy game, easy life. You know? And you can't catch bosses that are over your level.
Right. Okay, new plan.
We only play Power World
Yes.
for the rest of the year.
No, deathless overworld alphas only. Beat all 6 towers.
You gotta restart every time you die.
Exactly.
And for you, that's every time you fast travel. But for me,
hey, I have that mod now. Did you watch the video?
it only took six episodes for you to get it.
Took like 8. It's like that's half the series.
Yeah.
Like, we're literally going to be done at like episode 15 or 16 at the end of the year. Unless we decide to do a new series, or unless they...
like, I don't want it to mess up my recordings or whatever. I was like, it's not going to do that. You don't know.
I don't know what we're talking about.
You were saying that modding your game would mess up your recording or something.
Well, I'm worried about, like, I guess how much RAM is being used by everything, because I only have like one 16 gig stick in there, and it's always better to have like 2 8 gigs instead of one 16 gig.
You
Just-
got to get 216.
Yeah, I'm look. I mean, you know, I'm looking into all that. I have a wish list. I'm just broke as shit, and I'm always investing slowly. I'm an artist. Of course, I'm broke as shit. But
I just exist, man.
I mean, I do think it really all depends, man. It really all depends on what I'm playing and what we decide to do, but we'll figure it out. I'm tired. We've been here for almost 2 hours, at least over an hour and a half, so. But I mean, we did talk about it. I didn't feel quite as encouraged with what I talked about this morning, but you know.
Yep.
But
I am
still glad we did get to talk about it one more time. You know, I'm glad I could talk to the audience a little more this morning. Not a lot of people showed up today. I'm glad Ruth did. I don't think she stuck around, but you know, that's okay. You know, everybody's busy, everybody's tired, everybody got their lives and stuff.
It'll be a VOD.
Yeah. I'm sure Kosh will watch it in the morning.
I can hear everybody complain about my bad takes.
But yeah, I got to figure out what's next. That's all. You know, and you know, I have time. I have the rest of this year to figure that out. You know, I've got like 2 months. To, you know, am I gonna beat a game with just one character? Am I gonna beat a game with no upgrades or just default, you know, armor and weapons?
Am I just gonna die?
Am I gonna nuzlocke? You know, am I gonna speed run? I gotta figure it out. I want to do like different types of challenges so I don't get bored, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. You and Travis get bored very easily, it seems.
The ad had.
Yeah. Like if he doesn't have constant simulation in a game, he gets bored really easily.
Well, I mean, that's why I like fighting games. For that exact reason.
Me, on the other hand, I can go and play Ark single player for 6,000 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. But like, that's what, you know, I'm just because I'm not good at fighting games, you know, that's, you know, something to talk about or whatever. But like, I like them because they're so engaging. They're so engaging that I can't help but not, you know, like I don't know. I don't know. And I think that's what's kind of been attracting me more and more to like Souls likes. You know, like I used to not be super good at them, but like I'm slowly getting good at them.
Your brain gives you serotonin for that kind of game. My brain is just like, this is such bullshit. I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, I updated my graphics card yesterday, and my PC's been chugging a little bit today.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I think I'll go ahead and end the stream. I guess whoever's watching,